Look at it now, too, by the way. It's a lot higher than it was then on June 20th.
Better be lucky than good, David. That's what they always say.
Since then, the Journal has reported on talks that have continued to advance to the point where, and again, this is the Journal reporting, that they're getting close to a deal. It would be a large transaction, 40-plus billion. So, I haven't heard price either. Somewhere, let's call it in the 215 range seems possible. We'll see. But, and again, a large deal for Merck. Obviously, this is a company that's got some very specific cancer therapies. You could imagine combining them with Keytruda to offer even new therapies that would be even more effective, perhaps. We'll see if they get to a deal, but antitrust is rearing its head here, as it does oftentimes in deals that are announced or even ones that we speculate on. Obviously, Microsoft Activision is a particularly good template, for example, where there's continued fear that it might be blocked, even though it's unclear that there's the law on the side of those who might choose to try to do so, and very much unclear whether that will happen. But let's go focus on antitrust when it deals with pharma, because there has been a new focus on it from the FTC, which typically does review these deals. And in fact, only a couple of weeks ago, there was something called the Future of Pharmaceuticals, examining the analysis of pharmaceutical mergers. It was a Department of Justice and FTC workshop that was held as they sort of have this multilateral pharmaceutical merger task force. A lot of this is raising questions about whether or not a deal such as this one, if in fact it gets announced, Merck for Seagen, would at the very least get a second request. By the way, we haven't really seen any second requests yet from a more active FTC when it comes to pharma deals. Yes, Illumina, Grail, but that's not really pharma. But would it? And would they even in fact go as far as to try to block the potential deal? Take a listen to what Lina Khan, of course, who runs antitrust at the FTC, had to say during this workshop a few weeks ago.
We've also seen empirical reports showing that killer acquisitions, or acquisitions that are made for the purpose of shutting down potential competitors, may be relatively common in the pharmaceutical industry. And we've also seen that relatively few leading drugs have been developed within the largest pharmaceutical companies, which are the companies that ultimately enjoy the vast majority of profits. And then, of course, we've seen a whole set of lawsuits surfacing various allegations that companies have been illegally bundling and tying market-leading drugs to exclude competitors for their lesser drugs in recent years.
Now, none of that means that we're going to see potential challenges to a deal if, in fact, again, Merck were to buy Seagen. And by the way, there's plenty of rebuttals you could come up with there. I mean, they're not going to buy Seagen, a $2 billion revenue company at $40 billion, 20 times revenues, because they're not going to try and innovate. That's the whole point. And the combinations with Keytruda that conceivably could take place. Obviously, Keytruda, one of the great cancer drugs that's out there. So it is confusing, Jim, to say the least, in terms of what the FTC may choose to do, where they may choose to do it, whether it's really jawboning at this point, or whether they will follow through in some way with what would be a somewhat novel look at antitrust law that would seem to rely more on the market power side of things as opposed to true overlaps that would be more of a traditional view of why a transaction should be blocked.
Yeah, well, if you're going over Assistant Attorney General Cantor's view.
He's at the DOJ.
Cantor. DOJ, yes. He's in charge of management. He's not directly addressed this in any of his cases.
No. Now, again, FTC typically does take the lead on pharma.
Right. So
that's why we had Lina Khan's words there.
But her words were chilling. And the reason why they're chilling is because what she basically says is if you want to continue, let's summarize what she's really saying. If Merck buys Seagen, that's really the end of the innovation of Seagen, other than to be able to reap the harvest of what they already have.
She seems to be criticizing Big Pharma, not necessarily developing their own compounds, but what we've been seeing for years now is buying the smaller guys, taking the risk, because usually they're not past phase 3. Seagen has products on the market, but oftentimes we see where they have not yet had products on the market. And then obviously taking it from there. And by the way, they have the sales forces, they have the marketing power, they have so many of the other things that you need to do, including the resources to get through the FDA and everything else. I don't know. I don't know if it would stifle innovation or help innovation.
I think you raise a great point. And you take Biohaven, a really terrific guy, Vlad Korik, Dr. Vlad. He came up with a wonder medicine called Nurtec. Anybody who has migraine, take Nurtec. Now, why did he sell out to Pfizer? He sold out because he did not have the ability to blow out Nurtec. He just didn't have the money.
Right.
He didn't feel that anyone, not nearly enough people were using it, but he knew that if he sold to Pfizer, many more people would benefit. Now, is he on the wrong side or the right side of history?
That's
he gave up his company in order to be able to make it so his drug was used more.
Right.
Now, I'm personally involved as American Migraine Foundation, and our problem was trying to get awareness. Now, I think that Lena would stifle awareness.
It's a good question. Again, we haven't seen anything from the FTC as yet, but it is a real risk for this deal. It's one reason why, even if it does get announced, the expectation is it could take as long as a year for it to actually pass regulatory approval if it doesn't they don't try to block it, and therefore will trade at a significant spread, perhaps not much more than where the stock currently is. Obviously, we don't know the exact price.
That is great reporting.